Hey there, Artist Caleb here, back with a little bit more Myst IV revelation. And we've got some reading to do, so if you want to skip ahead of the reading, then please feel free to do that. This one's going to be kind of tough for me, and I'll probably stutter a lot, and stammer, and trip over these words, especially because of the way that they're written. Plus, I think they're written by a female. So you kind of, imagine that it's like a female saying all this. I would do the female voice, but it just makes me sound like I'm in drag. So, not a good idea. I sound like Julia Child when I read in a female voice. Julia Child. Okay, here we go. I'll try my best. And skip ahead if you want to of the reading stuff. If not, well, tag along and let's see what happens. A link to heaven. Yes, Haven. See, I already screwed up. Not even 1 microsecond, and I screwed up. Okay, here we go. I linked to Haven yesterday. The smell of its beach washed over me long before my vision cleared. With the veil of haze slowly lifting from my eyes, I forced myself to breathe very deeply. I had not told Atris I was doing this. He would have argued with me and told me again how dangerous it is to visit the prison ages before Tamana's linking chamber is built. But construction takes time, and I could no longer wait for him. The night... Is that right? No, the sight. The sight of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris Viewer, but seeing it for real through, let's see. What does that say? Slanted, okay. Seeing it for real through slanted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the words my son would throw at me, and courage drained away like summer's wine. I did not try to signal him. That's tough. I'm sorry, that's tough for me, this stuff. Like the D's look like little A's. Stuff. Okay. I feel nothing but numbness now. It was my idea to write the chambers into existence, to bend the art so that a secure room might be inserted into each age, with solid walls no force of man might break. And little drawings, of course, she draws too. Only then could we risk visiting our sons. Oh, I have no idea what that little thing is, right? And leaving a Tamana linking book behind us when we left. It took me months to convince Atris this could work, but now that the chambers exist, and I will speak to my sons for the first time in years, I find myself not knowing what to say. How will I explain our decision to leave them prisoners? Oh, I don't know, you could just say you guys are insane. If hardship and isolation have not cause them to repent, as was our hope. What words will soothe the anger in their souls? I don't know, maybe the words, here's $1 million, now go away. Weeks have passed, and still I have not found the courage to link again. Perhaps it is just as well. Atris was not pleased when he learned what I had done. He begged me to have more patience, then put extra pressure on the Guild of Stonemasons to finish. Today they informed us that Tamana's chamber will be ready in 2 days. Had we been able to use the art to create it, as we did with the ones in the prison age, it would have already been finished. But things always take longer to build when you must do it by hand. Now Atris is looking forward to having our bedroom back. I'll bet. Drawing there. It should be I should be too, but I keep wondering how I will be able to sleep there, because Atris snores really loud. Knowing our sons are just a wall away, I worry how they'll act when they greet us, how differently they will be from the laughing boys I remember playing with toy boats in Myst's reflection pool. They were happy then. We all were happy. Anna was still with us, and the love we shared as a family knew no bounds. Then Anna died, and our something world unraveled, and our cozy world unraveled. To deal with the loss of his grandmother's to deal with the loss of his grandmother, Atris buried himself in work. She must have been drunk when she wrote this. Yeah, too much summer wine. Buried himself in work, spending less and less time with our sons. At 8 years old, Cyrus must have seen this as rejection. But even then, his pride was too well formed to let it show. As for Akinar, he always had a thing for blue pages. He'd never know how to channel his emotions appropriately. Hey, you, don't tear that in half. I'm gonna do it. There you go. No. Little drawing thing here. I did not excuse the crimes committed. Cyrus and Akinar shattered so many lives in far worse ways than Anna's death shattered ours. It's for this reason that I have stood by Atris' decision and left my sons imprisoned all these years. But I cannot escape my own culpability in this, for when Cyrus and Akinar needed me most, I was too consumed by sorrow to see. I am torn in two. Oh, see? Just like in this picture. That's probably her that this guy's holding up. No, don't do it. Shut up, Caleb. Alright, here we go. I am trapped between a mother's love for her children and a woman's loyalty to her husband. I don't know if screw it. Yeah, she's totally wasted by that point right there. Oh, that's her being torn in half right there. Okay, in the prison thing. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Either that, or it looks like a truck drove over her. And there's like a car tire right there. It's so hard. I watch Atris and Akinar trying to communicate, and it feels like knife blades ripping through my heart. They don't know how to relate to each other. Akinar speaks only from emotions, and Atris fears he's made his son a savage. Only my presence keeps things from fraying. Oh yeah, presence will always do that. It's easier with Cyrus. They share a love of science, and Cyrus' willingness to discuss advancements he's made. Cyrus' willingness to discuss advancements he's made ignites a similar excitement in Atris. Yet even then, Atris doesn't believe he's unwilling to... Atris doesn't believe. He's unwilling to trust because he knows what... Okay, monsters. They must have been... She scraps... Man alive. I must find a way to resolve this. I must break through Atris' doubts and get him to see what he cannot. It's been a long time since I've written in this journal, and I'm still wasted. I thought perhaps I had lost it, but while repotting plants in my study, I found it behind one of the incubators. It must have fallen there when Atris reconfigured the generator. No matter, I have it now. Yisha asked me today if Atris and I are still married. Oh, arguing. She was seated at the patio table, her head Bowed, okay. Her head bowed over her school books. She was concentrating so hard on tracing a something. I don't think she saw my reaction. What does that say up there? I have no idea. I don't think she saw my reaction. We have always been careful not to disagree in front of her. Because she has powers and she's scary. I should have realized... Did you hear that, owl? That was so awesome. I should have realized how... what is that? Something full, rightful. Something, how... something she can be. I have no idea. Rightful. Rightful. Insightful. Oh, gosh, okay. How insightful she can be. I watched my daughter forming the Denis words so carefully, and I remember how easy it had been to convince Atris to start teaching her the art. He never did teach Cirrus or Achenar. He started to. He wrote Jananin, what is that? Specifically for that purpose. But after a while, he feared... This is like a third grader trying to read something. I apologize, but you can clearly see for yourself that it's pretty intense. After a while, he feared they would abuse it, so he stopped. Rightfully so. They would have. He's not worried about Yisha. He sees how curious she is about life and how full of warmth she can be. It's obvious how much he adores her, as I think do Cirrus and Achenar. If there is any hope in this for all of us, it must be through her. I must not let family tensions upset her. Tomorrow I will speak to Atris about my going to Te. Is that Te? For a few days, I think so. Perhaps time away will help me gain perspective and discover what it is I need to do. Whew. And these two are the easiest pages to read right here. Okay, well, we did it. Thank you. Thank you for suffering through that with me, if you did. And if you didn't, then I completely understand. Okay. And then here, right here, is where I make my unique save, and I show you two different little outcomes, spread out over a little bit of time, but not that much. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and then we'll go through this in just a little bit. All right, thanks, and, well, I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.